Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Warband Masters Tournament. My name is Greedalicious, and I'm joined once again by Raven. How are you? Are you looking forward to this match?
One, I'm doing good. Two, I'm very looking forward to this match because IR versus Apis Europae is gonna be a good match and a
Yeah,
close one, I think.
it should be pretty close. I mean, so far we've seen Irish Rebels play every week, compared to Epis Europa, who's gotten two default wins. That's not the best for
Yeah,
them.
I think that might have contributed something to their position in the league right now, but um, well, I mean, I think a lot of people still kind of expected them to be at least at this in this part of the league, so nothing too surprising there.
I mean, the reason they got their default wins is because nobody picked them. They were too scared to
Yeah,
play
yeah,
against
yeah.
them. So I mean,
So
what can you do? Like, there's a reason they like. It wasn't just accidental that this happened. I mean, Apes Europa
yep.
is one of the most known clans in Norban, especially the competitive scene, and people are
Well,
pretty fair to be afraid of them. To be honest, like, come on, they've won more tournaments than anyone else so far.
yeah, they're pretty much like the most successful competitive clan. I think that's like safe to say, right?
Yeah, I would say so as well. So let's take a look at both the rosters and our team here.
Yeah, let's go over Apis Europae first. Well, I mean, every time I look at their roster, I'm like, player like individually skilled is what all of the players are, but you know, in the end, it's gonna come down to how they can put their talent and, and skill players together.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all of these players have been playing together for years and years and years now. Like most of these people were on the original roster back in the day. I mean,
Yeah.
except Corey, I think is the newest one, and
Yeah,
Blacktide, of
but
course.
Corey's also a really good player, though. Like,
Yeah,
he's played for a lot of accomplished teams in the past as well, so.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's him and Corey and Blacktide are the two newest additions.
Yeah, and Black Tide is, well, widely known to be a very good player as well, so.
Yeah, that's what he's well known for. I mean, just looking at their infantry players, Deacon, Cleric, Bliv, M, Scar, Bloody Death. I mean, you don't want to meet any of these players 1v1.
You don't want to meet any of these players 1v1, although if you do compare them to the IR infantry, I would still say that the infantry individually uh, is better, yes, but I don't know. That doesn't mean that I think the IR infantries are just gonna get rolled over, you know.
That's very true. I mean,
With a little
Oliveran,
bit of help, the IR infantries might very well win versus the AE infantries. So,
it's gonna boil down to team play when it comes to that. Like, can the archer shoot into the melee properly? Can cav bump?
well,
Stuff
I
like that as
think
well.
overall, just if you look at like both rosters in general, like the skill of all the players overall is kind of close if you put them in battle perspective. So I think it's really gonna come down to team play, coordination, communication, all that kind of stuff. If either of these teams lacks at one of those areas, that's gonna make a big difference here. Like, of course, underperforming, like individually as a player can impact the rest of the team as well, but if you look at like how individually skilled all of these players are, like I think they have the experience to back everything up as well.
Yeah, I would say so as well. I mean, they're like each team has like one player who's like, yeah, like, he will kill this one person on the enemy team. But I mean, yeah, is that actually gonna happen though? Like, is Larue gonna end up in a fight against like, let's say Necromancin, who hasn't played much in a long time, and who has ping issues? Like, you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I think players that haven't played in a long time might not get to play this match for the respective teams just because it's probably like an important match for both teams. Well, I mean, they're both gonna advance through to the next stage of the tournament. That's pretty much a given, but
Yeah, I don't think there's
it's
any
still a
chance
high
of these two.
profile match. You don't really want to lose out here because of, well, playing with players that haven't played in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams lost to the same team, random force, and like I know AE doesn't take losses very well. They don't want to win. Oh, they don't want to lose even. They don't want to win. They're not here. They're not even gonna play this match. They're just gonna like, screw it. Let's just leave.
Well, I mean, you say they don't take losses very well, which is, well, I mean, something I can kind of understand because AE is probably like, even though they're pretty much the most successful team on the game, they've also not really experienced that many losses, and if they have, it's probably like against what was then considered to be like the second best team on the game, you know, that kind of stuff.
I mean, usually they
So,
end up in the finals, like
yeah, exactly.
and they
So,
lose in the finals sometimes. Like sometimes they
yeah.
lose in the finals. Sometimes they lose
But
matches. Not
But
that often, really.
it's all about how you continue from there, right? Because this is a brand new match. You know, like they may have lost to Random Force, but that doesn't mean they're also gonna lose this match just because on paper IR would be a better team or something, you know.
Yeah, I mean, once again, like the teams are pretty even. I think. Like I don't think.
Well, I
I
mean, I still think that individually, like skill-wise, AE is better because they overall have at least like slightly more experienced players, I think. Whereas IR, they also have those kind of players, but I think they're better with their team play and strategy and everything.
Irish Rebels was always kind of known for their team play. Like not as much their skills, so to say, but just their team play has always been really good. Their cav coordination, especially, has always been on
Yeah,
point.
exactly. They're kind of scary, and also the like just all of their players. Well, pretty much all of their players have played together for a very long time or played together in different clans, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like we are. Are we live?
Yeah, we should be. Let
We
me
are
just
live. All right,
quickly.
let's go. We're starting with AE on the Vagar side. They got 4 cav, 2 infantries, and 2 archers. And then we have IR on the Rodok side with 4 cav, 2 infantries, and 2 archers as well.
Standard
So,
setup. Nothing really that strange. You could have seen maybe like a little bit more cavalry on this map, especially on this map.
I mean,
But
it's a lot less infantry heavy than the match we streamed last Friday between PE and FTW, right?
yeah,
So yeah.
I mean, two crossbows was the Aerodox didn't really work out for either teams when they picked it. But
Well, I mean, these are two completely different teams, though. They play completely different from each other. So
it's also Virus and Attila, like two very very good archers.
yeah. It looks like the flag is gonna spawn in the back.
Doesn't look like IR
And
wants to go there. AE is pushing towards it though.
yeah, he is pushing towards it. They just want to set up there, probably maybe put an archer in the village and back. That's possible.
Yeah, I
Whereas
would.
IR, they just take it kind of slow. They just want to get some good positions first, before they make any move on the flag.
Yeah. They
Just
want to put
very,
a
very
village in.
reserved play from both teams so far, you know. Nothing out of the ordinary. IR are gonna make their move soon, probably, but...
They're gonna have to. I mean, right now they have N and Cleric on them.
Well, Super Lily and Drax are moving towards the flag, though. Like, they're gonna get there in time. It's
Yeah.
just a question, like, does the main fight happen at the flag? Or, yeah, AE are gonna push into them. So, let's see if AE are successful in pushing IR out.
Yeah, this is gonna be. Oh, Mitchell taking the first kill there,
Oh,
and
okay.
LaRue taking no drags as well. Corey taking Super
Yeah,
Lily,
LaRue
very
just on
quick
the
kills
side
here.
there. He's got some clean shots there, and
Corey
the
even grabbing a
cav
double
from
kill
AE
there.
just cleaning
They did really good work there. The cavalry of AE were just more on point there as well. They were actually at the fight. It seems like IR was a little bit more separated from the fight.
I mean, it's like those kind of small opportunities that AE manages to capitalize on in this situation, you know.
Yeah, it is. Cleric there as well.
Because
Just taking
IR, like, they kind of got called out with those two infantries up front. They probably were like, we need to get on the flag soon, but the Cavs weren't really there to help them out, or at least not in time, you know. And when they got
there is
there,
a benefit to
they got
just
counteracted, you
there
know.
is a benefit to just getting on the flag, just because you show that all right, we have the control right now. Like if you want this flag, you're gonna have to take it from us.
Yeah, and IR were actually making preparations for it. It was just that I think their cav was kind of in the wrong position because AE's cav was already like moving towards the approaching IR infantry. like as the AE infs also moved away from the flag to push them, and then it kind of looked like IR didn't expect that, or they were just late to react, and then AE got the jump, and that's actually a whitewash for them as well.
Yeah, no kills for IR. It's not the best start, I mean, but again, this is Rodox on an open map without stat changes. Like, it's gonna be rough for Rodox no matter what. Like, it's not impossible to see 3-0, 3-0 here.
It's not possible, especially with these caliber kind of teams. They wanna like capitalize on the strengths of the, especially the better factions for open maps.
Tilla being very aggressive here.
Although this map, like this flag could favor IR a little bit if they play it correctly. Although it's still gonna be very difficult.
Oh,
they're getting shot in the side there and not paying enough attention, I think.
Yeah, they didn't see LaRue there.
Yeah, he definitely didn't. He's gotta be careful.
Surprised it wasn't a headshot, actually. Like, you would have thought LaRue would have gotten a headshot, but I mean,
well, still,
it might have been.
Very low.
His health is very low, yeah. Super Lily is gonna try to push LaRue away, but the AE cavalry are just waiting for him to go in. Just switch away that spear.
Is kind of daring the AE infantry to come on the flag, but LaRue just has this downhill position, which is actually very annoying for IR to deal with. Like, they're gonna send Super Lily over there, but I feel like I've seen this kind of inf to archer push before, and didn't go that well.
No. Also, Super Lily can't really push, because once he jumps this fence, like, he's in enemy territory. Like, the cavalry of AE is just gonna bounce him instantly.
Yeah, and
Tommy
there we
taking
go.
the
Like,
first
the AE archers were just slowly whittling away at the IR players.
Yeah, just like
you can see
them.
it comes to fruition here, right? Like, Attila's still low. They already took 2 down now.
Yeah, Tommy taking the double kill early on. Just Vagers, man. Vager archers.
Looks like
terrifying.
IR doesn't really know how to deal with this situation almost.
Yeah, I mean, Attila does take LaRue there, finally, but Tommy with a quadra kill!
Like, killing people left, right, and center.
Just in the background. Just exactly a quadra kill there. Just smashing him down. That was...
we didn't even talk about his position, but at the moment that the fight started going a little bit more chaotic, he just got 1 kill after another.
That's basically when Vagrant archers just excel. Just
like,
shoot
he's
freely.
He's 6 on 0 now.
Yeah, he just this position here, like having 1 archer on the side and then 1 in the forest, is incredibly difficult to deal with.
Yeah, like it looked like IR just didn't really know how to deal with it. It kind of looked like they wanted to send Super Lily up to LaRue to in order to push him. But like if he jumps over that fence where LaRue was, there were like 3 AE cavs just waiting for him.
You couldn't jump in there. Like you need a pick basically. You just need someone to kill someone and then you can push through.
Yeah, and then the second thing was that the IR archers also couldn't really set up. And they made a switch now actually. They have 3 archers on the IR side.
Oh, 3 archers now. I mean, again, this is good for picks. But they're gonna struggle against the
They're gonna need
to
get those picks then, in fact, because they've only gotten 1 kill over 2 rounds so far.
Yeah.
Which was actually a kill by one of their archers, but still, they're gonna need some kills before the flag. Like they can't afford themselves to get whittled away by the archers again.
This is also a very bad position for IR though, because they're not gonna have time to go and set up anything, because AE is just gonna get there first.
Yeah, and what's gonna make it even more difficult is the fact that they have 3 archers, and it's like wherever they set up their archers for any kind of crossfire, they're gonna be contested. Like
Mitchell and Motley just dismounting each other.
Yeah, just dismounting each other.
Only does take a big hit there though.
Like Motley is pretty much like useless right now because he can't
Mitchell
really go
does
anywhere.
go down, but they trade Super Lily for Mitchell. I mean,
that was their only end. Like I don't see how IR wanna push the flag now. Like
they can't really do that.
He's just sitting on the flag, and IR's like, well, we're fighting in the field here. We can't really get to the flag.
AE basically won a fight using only 1 archer and like a couple of the cavalry players.
Well, yeah, or you could say that IR lost the fight as soon as they lost their infantry, because that was that's their only way to initiate a fight at the flag, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Because if you send archers to push the flag, then to start the initial fight, like something is wrong, you know. Like
Flag is
AE,
just slowly
like
raising.
M and Deacon, oh sorry, M and Cleric Johnson, they've just been sitting on the flag all around.
Also I'm
Oh,
taking drugs here,
Cleric
but
Johnson
Cleric
does
does go
get taken
down.
down, but
Also with a double kill though. I mean, Tommy and LaRue both is shooting freely. Victor is gonna, yeah, there goes dismounting, but
yeah.
like, what can you do? Triple kill from Ozan. Just
I mean,
staying
also
alive around the area.
LaRue has just not been touched so far. Like
Yeah,
he's just standing open in the field, you know. He doesn't care.
they didn't really, they couldn't push him. Like if they tried to push him, he would just, like the cavalry would just help him out.
Yeah.
Very convincing
I mean, you know
3-0.
something's wrong when like the round is over before everyone on either team is killed. You know, like
Yeah,
not even everyone on IR died, which it was probably because they couldn't really get to the flag in the first place.
I mean it's not that rare to see on open maps especially, but you don't want to see it. Like it's not, that's not what it's meant to do. It's meant to
Yeah,
just
like I said,
kind of push
something's
them.
wrong then. You
Yeah,
know.
it shouldn't really happen.
I mean, I just feel like IR just. I think when they changed to three archers instead, that might have just been like a setup mistake, really, in my opinion. Because once they lost that one infantry, how were they?
You can't really
Like,
push
what
it.
was their
Yeah,
plan of getting to the flag? You know, like setting up around the flag with archers is great, but you know, like they didn't even touch the AE infantries until very late in the
I think
round.
they kind of just wanted to, okay, like we know Rodok's is just bad on open maps. Maybe we can maybe we can make something work if we get the right flag spawn. Like if they did get the flag spawn closest to their spawn, they could have maybe done something, but they didn't.
Yeah,
They got a little bit screwed by Lady Luck there.
yeah, maybe. I mean, IR are probably gonna know that Redux are the weaker faction for an open
Both
map.
of
Well,
these teams
especially
are
when they're
quite
playing
aware of
versus
that.
Fagers, you know.
Yeah,
So they're probably gonna have at least some kind of different plan for this spawn, because now they can utilize the same archer positions that AE used when they played on the Vager spawn, right? So
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting.
and I mean, not quite, but the archers of AE are not that much better than the archers of IR. Like
I
Virus
mean,
and Attila
if
are
you look
both
at it
very good
skill
archers.
wise, then I would agree, yeah. But it's like the positions you get as an archer also matter.
Yeah, the
Like
positions are basically the most important right now, and if they're
exactly,
able
like
to shoot,
you can be the best archer on the game, but if you get in a shit position and there is like a semi-decent archer shooting at you, but
yeah,
you don't have anywhere to hide, you're still gonna die.
yeah,
Because you can't get any shots off then.
exactly. Just being in a good position at the right time is the most important thing, really, as an archer. Of
Yeah,
course, it
and
helps to hit every headshot, but
it just looks like when the flag spawns in the back there, kind of like it takes so long for Rodux to even get there. Like, and there also aren't really any very good uh, crossfire options there, you know.
the crossfire opportunities are okay, but I mean they're not that great,
Well, it's like
really.
you have
Like
these, and I still wonder why these trees are here, you know, at that flag spawn. But
the um the V, the V form
yeah, yeah,
trees.
yeah. The like looks really awkward to look at those trees like that. But yeah, pretty much.
It's just how they grow. This is how trees grow. And you're from Holland. You just don't know how trees work.
No, in Holland all trees grow like that.
Exactly.
Everything's planned here, man.
Yep. Except the water that
But
tries to
yeah, I
kill you.
just think that IR just gotta go with the standard setup. I think that's fine. Like they don't need to do anything too dramatic in that regard, but they just need to make sure they get the better positions. And also, like, I mean, maybe their cav haven't really had the chance to show up, but their cav have been killed a lot by the AE cav so far.
Yeah, but again, this is just the faction imbalance. Like
Well, I mean,
Vager are just stronger in
the
everything compared
Rodok
to
calves
Rodok.
are buffed though with the stat changes that
No, but
this
the server
didn't
doesn't.
use it.
The server doesn't run them, so
Oh, okay.
we're using
Well,
the old school more than.
but even so, like having four cav die in such a short amount of time every time, which is what happened, that's pretty frustrating.
It is, yeah. I mean, a lot of it's gonna depend now on the first like 1 or 2 rounds here, because
Yeah.
if AE wins the first round, like I don't know if Irish Rebels are known to tilt, but I know a couple of the Irish Rebel players. They're not the most like the best at controlling their anger in certain situations. So they might sort of get a little bit frustrated, like, oh come on, we should have won this one. Just do better.
Well, maybe. Or
But
maybe they're just gonna try to play even better because they're playing against AE. Like they're
that's
gonna
true.
know AE is a big opponent for them. But
Absolutely.
yeah, they definitely gotta step up in some regards if they wanna beat AE because like losing as Warlocks is one thing, but when you're considered to be like close in skill to the other clan, like at least a little bit, then you do not expect to see like two whitewashes in a row pretty much, like 2 rounds in a row. Like I think they got like 1 kill over 2 rounds on the IR side.
Yeah, they had a very rough first set. I mean,
So that's yeah, doesn't bode well.
no, it doesn't. Like they need to, but just it's a completely new game now. Basically, like they were playing with like the ropes behind their back, like they were tied up on the set.
Pretty much. But I'm just looking forward to seeing how they switch things up here, or if they don't switch up anything at all.
They must switch something up. I mean, maybe not. 4-2 works. Like, there's a reason it's a standard.
Yeah, it's a standard for most maps. I mean, like you on Vegas, you have a little bit of flexibility for open maps though, because the Cavs and archers are very good.
That's true. And we're actually going live again.
Yeah, we're going live again. So IR do actually switch a lot up
Oh,
on the
most
Vegas
certainly
side. They
do.
got
No
5 Cavs
infantry.
and 3 archers. They're like, we don't need any infantry, So
AE
then
is not that much different. I mean, they have 1 infantry in Scar, and 3 archers, and the rest are Cav.
they pretty much had what IR used on the last spawn, on the last round of last spawn, pretty much.
Yeah.
3 archers, 1 infantry, 4 Cav.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how this is gonna work out for IR, because if they're already... I mean, maybe they prepared this, but if this is like one of their tricks in the magic box, so to speak, which they're pulling out already, then yeah, it's really like gotta go well for them, like really well.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
this
then I
could
don't
be
know
going
anymore.
well. This could be a good idea for AE actually, because the 4-2-2 is kind of like the standard. You don't need to think really about anything. You
I
just
mean,
play it, and
it's not
then
like
that's it.
4-2-2 though. They got 3 archers this time.
Oh yeah, I mean, but I meant for IR. If they just kept the 4-2-2, it's the standard, and like
Yeah.
they could have just played that in their sleep basically, and probably had the advantage. Like unless they practice this, this might be like even out the scores a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Should also quickly mention that the flag has been fixed, so it's not bugged anymore. So raising the flag is actually a good thing, but nobody is
mean,
actually going towards
It's
it.
generally a good thing to raise the flag, but
Yeah.
it's good that it's fixed, yeah. So it looks like IR do have at least some ideas of where to set up their archers around the flag, but it looks like AE just wanna push straight into them, because LaRue is just running straight towards Attila there.
Yeah, yes. I mean, they don't want IR to make a crossfire, which is
Well, they
a
just
good
don't
thing.
wanna have IR set up on the high ground, and this is pretty good for AE so far, because if you look at like the angle that all the IR archers have, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, they
Like they
can't really
don't really
move.
have
Like,
any good positions now, whereas
Virus
AE
and Attila are
infantries are
both just
already on the flag.
shooting at the same positions, and LaRue is just keeping. Oh,
Well, that's one
I
archer down.
I don't think that's who he was aiming for. I think he was aiming for Virus there, but accidentally hit Drags instead.
Oh, he's gonna be happy with that one though.
Yeah, it still works. Yeah. Hopkey coming in with a couch there, trying to get out some swords, but missing it.
Yeah,
I mean,
only
AE
three,
is
only
doing
three
very well
calves,
here.
2 calves left now for IR. This is looking very bad. Like,
Yeah, it is. It's not good for them.
very unlikely they're gonna win this. Oh,
Yeah.
Attila with
Oh,
a nice shot
Attila.
on Peter though.
Yeah, but Attila does go down. Virus taking on Corey, and A1
Yeah.
missed by the timer. Yeah, they
I think
a little bit indecisiveness from IR. Like they could have just kind of just pushed them, just be a little bit more
well, I
aggressive
mean,
there.
what do you want to push with though as IR? You have 3 like you have no infantries and then 3 archers,
That's true.
5 calves.
But
Like the one that pushed, like the team that pushed was AE. In fact, they just pushed all the archers into that one little area there, like where they pretty much had no good angle on anyone, to shoot from, and they always had to worry about cav. And then AE just won. Like
oh,
LaRue got that shot on the rags.
now that
Just one
Dex
archer down,
nearly hit
you know?
in the leg, it's from that distance as well. It's not gonna do much damage, but if IR has just pushed AE whenever out in the open. 3 crossbows, like that's effectively useless against all this cav.
Yeah, but
It's like it's not easy to keep this in mind while you still play it as well.
yeah, it's not easy at all.
And hindsight is always 2020.
Also, like I think like if you look at the AE lineup right now, I thought they only had 1 infantry, but they in fact have 2. Like I only noticed it now, but if you look at Deacon,
Yeah,
he's listed as a cav, but he has infantry equipment.
Super
Or, well,
Lily as well is running a dragoon setup, just
Yeah.
having a lot of armor. Basically, you're an infantry that's spawned with a horse. For those of you who aren't aware, it's generally used just to get on the flag early, and then you become an infantry. You're a mobile infantry.
Pretty much.
Sometimes you use them to push something, but so far the dragoon setup hasn't really done anything. Super Lily is gonna get on the flag here.
Yeah, he's gonna get on the flag.
Well,
He
Scar
really
takes
likes
a
to
hit.
be on like this hill slope, as it were.
It's a good position in general,
Oh,
and
and
as you can
Drag's not
see,
paying attention there.
Yeah.
Like LaRue had like all the time in the world to make that shot.
yeah, that was a little bit of a Corey taking down virus as well as 2 watchers down.
Hopkins trying to get in there to take down LaRue, but now he's stuck in the corner. He
Tilla
will
as
get
well
out.
is just fighting just so many people right now.
Yeah.
Peter does dismount botley there too. I mean, this is
Attila
going
is
AE's
gonna have
way
to do
for
some
sure.
work, I think.
Hopkin doing work here, Attila as
Gets
well.
one.
Watley versus IR
trying
now.
to stay on the flag, but he is very low on health.
Now horse as well is gonna. Oh, nice bump there from Nicky.
That was a nice bump, yeah.
That saved Watley's
LaRue
life
also low.
almost. He has a spear as well. I mean, you could
I
push him
think
right now.
IR have a chance to take this back.
They do, yeah. They're all very, very low. Hopkin taking out Scar, and Nicky with Corey as well. 3 versus 3 here. Peter though, Spearmaster. Oh,
Yeah, but Hopkins is
Hopkin!
just
Nice
killing
double
people.
kill from
I think
him
he already
there.
also killed like 1 or 2 people earlier this round.
Time is running out as well. Tommy is moving in. Well,
Flags are
Attila with
pretty
a
much even.
very aggressive stance here.
Oh, that was so close
That
for IR
was-
as well.
That was a little bit like just these minor fuck ups from both teams there. I mean, Attila trying to jump shot is just very, very risky in that situation. Like if you'd gotten it, it would have been incredibly good, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit risky.
I also like want to mention that they wouldn't have been able to get that far in that round if Hopkin didn't play out of his mind there, because he
Hopkin
got
did
kills
good
left,
work.
right, and center, man. Like,
Attila also did very well there. I mean, Hopkin got 5 kills so far in this this set, which is it's commendable. It's pretty good.
well, it's very, very good actually. If you're 2-0 down in the
Yeah,
set,
it is.
and you still
It's-
manage to be 5-1, that's pretty good.
I mean, AE's archers are just doing a lot of work, and their cavalry, and like, Scar just being able to survive on a flag for as long as he can.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
difficult to
mainly
kill.
the cap for AE, right? Because Peter and Corey have been racking up the most amount of kills.
That's true.
But yeah, LaRue's been getting some crucial shots as well. And it just looks like that last round, like if Hopkin had not played that well in that particular round,
It would have. In the beginning, it seemed
It
like
would have
AE
ended
was
much
just running away
sooner.
with it, yeah. But he pulled up a lot of kills in the end there and just ended up at 2v2.
yeah. I just haven't really felt the presence of all these IR archers yet, you know, like Attila's got a couple of shots in, you know,
Yeah, they're not
but
pulling the weight
Virus
as
and
much.
Drax, like, I've seen them get shot by, like, Drax was shot in that round, like, very early, remember? And again,
Sebek just, but this is
Not
this
an
is
archer
Nele.
this time,
This is what Nele does as ups are up. He just shoots, and then
True,
like,
but-
I just killed someone, hooray for me, kind of
I
thing.
mean,
like
Watley's also dismounted.
It's
He's
just
gonna
how
try
he
to get a
plays.
horse.
He's not gonna be able to though.
He's
maybe
gonna
he
be
is.
able to, maybe.
Peter is gonna try to harass him for it, but in the end,
I
yeah,
mean,
Watley
as long
does
as
get it.
Watley isn't on a horse, he's pretty much
Oh,
useless.
Peter trying a sneaky shot there, but just, oh well, we'll end it there for now. Attila though, Peter, oh, okay. I mean,
just getting picked off left, right, and center again.
Yeah,
though.
the-
Like LaRue again in a commanding position to shoot everyone around there, as well as Nele.
yeah, Nella, it's up sharper as well.
Like,
and
look at the
just
crossfire
shooting
AE
freely.
has from
And
there.
this is Nella's third headshot this round. Two
On the teammate,
enemies.
but,
Yeah,
you
but
know.
at this point, it didn't really matter that much. Nella just shooting
I mean,
completely.
that's also kind
Again,
of Nele things,
from
right?
across the map. just I was questioning a little bit Nele because like I haven't seen him play in a long time, and like I thought about like maybe it's not that he's not active anymore, but it's,
Don't question that guy, man.
yeah,
He just shoots all the enemies and teammates. He doesn't care.
yeah,
It's like I'm a solo player. I'm just gonna shoot from this tree here, you know. He's always shooting from trees, I feel.
yeah, he does. He does that a lot.
I mean, we even named the tree after him, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
Pretty good.
I mean, 6-0 for AE.
Yeah, like that basically means IR, if they wanna like stay in this match, they gotta win 6-0 as well. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's possible
it's
against a team like AE.
it's yeah, it's a little bit.
Because you said like it could very well go 3-0 for one team and then 3-0 for the other team on the first map, but if you get 6-0'd like that, like I think IR might actually be a little bit tilted because of that. Because that that was a convincing 6-0. Like, except for that one round where Hopkin almost managed to bring it back, like, you know, except for that round, it was pretty one-sided so far.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have these matches where like, all right, we lost 3-0 and we lost two more rounds, just being crushed. Like, all right, well, who cares? It's a new map now. Like, we can do this. But that one round where it ended up in a 2v2, that hurts a lot. Like, that just hurts because you could have won that. Like, just a little bit better
I
play
mean,
from everyone, so
I
to
think
say.
it hurts more that it requires that kind of individual performance from a player to even make it somewhat close to winning a round.
Yeah,
I think that fact kind of hurts as well because in any of the other rounds they haven't really been close to like beating AE. It was always AE getting the first kills. Like IR with for all the archers that they had, they never got the early picks. Like, sure,
yeah.
they managed to bring some kills
They
back every once in a while, you know, but
they often got hits early on, but no kills. I mean, you want the kills. Like, yeah, it's okay to do a little bit of damage against them, but this is not looking good for Irish Rebels. I don't feel like they can do this right now.
well,
I They had everything going for them in the second set, but it's not
I
over
mean,
yet.
it's also gonna depend a lot on how much they're like frustrated by that 6-0 on the first map because this is a new map, you know, different factions and everything.
Yeah, it's also two factions that they're kind of
Yeah.
okay. Like they're not. It's Warrior versus Nords on a semi-open map. I don't feel like this is an open map personally. Like I think it's still trickier. Yeah, it's an open map, everyone. Look at how flat and everything it is. And
Yeah, we
then
saw like 4 infs every time North was played, right? On
yeah, I mean
match on
for
Friday.
infantry easily works on this map. You just need to
Yeah.
be able to get to the flag, and you can pretty much win that way.
Yeah, but that's just the thing, right? Because IR could feel like, oh well, maybe like our infs are like insanely good, but if you look at AE, their inf roster is also like pretty damn
Yeah,
good, you
like
know?
it's like I said in the pre-match. Like you don't want to meet these guys in a dark alley.
No,
And
you said in a 1v1. You said nothing about
all
dark
right,
alleys, right?
well, you don't want to meet them in a 1v1 in a dark alley. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
There are no dark alleys on this map. It's very
Yeah, exactly.
light
I was
and
about to
bright,
say the same
but
thing.
um, mm,
You still don't want to.
no, I wouldn't want to. Um, it's interesting because AE, like just from what I've heard from training matches and stuff, like they had been in the best shape, but I mean, then you see this.
I mean, like I said though, it's really like you need to think match by match. Like you don't need to like see everything as a whole. Like, oh, they lost 3 matches in a row, they'll lose this one as well because their opponent is IR or something. You know, it's not necessarily true, especially for a team like AE. You know, they've shown before that they can win tournaments just like that.
That's
So
true too.
why wouldn't they be able to come back after losing 3 matches in a row or something?
Yeah,
You
and
know.
training matches are training matches. Like maybe they tried
Exactly, they
something
don't
in
count.
which, yeah,
If you lose in the training matches, that's fine, you know.
yeah,
If you lose in the tournament, then you're out.
that's when it matters, yeah. And they haven't lost. Well, they did lose one round match, and maybe they just like, all right, we lost a match. We do this every tournament. Every tournament they lose one match, and then they kind of just bring it back. or almost every tournament. I mean, they do
They
lose
just
sometimes
want to
too.
get some tension in there, you know.
Yeah,
Like
it's
otherwise it's too
tradition.
easy, you know.
It's just tradition at this point. Like, all right, which match are we gonna lose this year? Let's
Yeah.
just give it to these guys for now.
But once again, like if there's a team that has any chance of maybe putting off a 6-0 against AE, then perhaps IR. But they're definitely gonna have to play way better than they did just now.
Yeah, they are.
Because with AE playing at this level that they are right now, you've got to put up something, well, more than equal to that in order to win.
Yeah, it's gonna. I would like to see the archers do a little bit more for Irish Rebels
For IR, yeah.
because they kind of
I
need
still
it.
think it was a mistake to go for that many archers, because when did you actually see them getting any value out of their archers? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
they.
Attila got some nice shots off, but that's... I didn't think that was because they had so many archers. That's probably just
Nah,
because
because
Attila is a
Attila is Attila. Like
pretty good archer himself, you
yeah.
know?
And I mean, yeah, they got some good shots, but AE's archers got better shots. They just like
Well, I mean, they got more shots as well. Like LaRue's got like the first kill in a round like 3 or 4 times already.
yeah,
Like,
LA just shooting out of his mind as well. Like
I mean, Tommy in that
Tommy,
one round as well, right? Like,
Tommy in like the first set was just unstoppable. Like he just killed everyone, and then like so far all of the
yeah.
AE archers have done exactly what they needed to do. So have their cav and their infantry basically. Like they're just
Well, I
playing
mean,
very well.
I kind of feel like the AE infantry haven't had to do that much so
That's
far.
true. I mean,
They just it was
get your
just like,
shield
oh,
up.
sure, you go to the flag, you
Yeah,
go to the flag,
don't worry,
cleric, you
we'll
know.
cover you. It's fine. Just stand there. Just like get some tea. It's
I
okay.
don't I
We
don't
got your
think they
back.
got covered, man. Like IR got killed before they even got to the flag in the first place
Um,
most of the time, so
yeah, a little bit, but both teams are getting ready. I think there's one AFK still of IR, just like venting, maybe grabbing a cigarette.
maybe. I mean, there is like a lot of players from both teams attending this match though.
There have certainly been a lot. Yes, the teams like the server is basically full of players. They could switch out. They could have another match.
Yeah, they could have another match
They
if they
should.
wanted to.
Yeah, just like double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they haven't won yet. No team has won yet, so I mean, there's still time. But
I mean, IR technically can't win the match anymore, right? That's one thing.
yeah, they can end it only in a draw, and draws are allowed to happen because
Yeah,
it's
so
not a playoff or anything.
a win won't happen.
Yeah,
So they're not gonna like surpass AE by any means in the table right now.
I don't think they even could. Oh well, I
But
suppose they could.
if they do manage to bring this map back 6-0, that would be pretty
That would be
incredible feat
incredible.
though.
That would
Yeah.
be very cool.
At least if AE also plays at the caliber they are right now by then, you know,
Yeah.
and they still beat them. Yeah, sure.
Right now, the goal of the tournament is basically like, will we end in the last, like top 8? If yes, then
Well,
alright, the
I
matches
mean,
don't
I'm
matter as
pretty
much.
sure
But
neither of these teams are really worrying about that because
yeah,
they've pretty much been guaranteed like a top 8 seat already, right? So,
yeah, they pretty much have. Like there's no
like AE
way
for
for them
sure
to.
with this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
The
they're just not.
they basically when they got the 2 default wins, they already progressed basically, and like they lost one match. Both of these teams have only lost one match, so
Yeah.
both are guaranteed to join in.
I
But
mean,
you don't want to lose anyway though. Like especially now that it's being streamed. Like this is the time, and IR especially can kind of show like, all right, like, this is why we're top 3. And
yeah,
AE
maybe.
don't really need to show anything, but like winning is cool.
I mean, it could
Nobody
also
wants to
just be
lose.
that IR isn't really like showing too much of their tactics though, although I don't know.
Maybe
Like, you don't. If you're playing against AE, you usually kind of try to win, I think.
yeah,
Like,
because like
that doesn't sound like the time to be trying out random tactics, you know?
especially like because like they might play them in training matches as we say, but this is an official match. Like both teams still want to play. Like they want to win. Like that's why they are competitive people. Like they want to win.
Yeah.
And like there's no reason for them to just throw it, so to say. I don't
Pretty
think
much.
either of these teams would throw either.
I mean, it would probably be more understandable that if, like, let's say IR thinks now, like, oh, we probably lost the match, that they say then, like, let's try some stuff now. Or maybe they have confidence they can pull it back 6-0 on this map. You never know, right? Like, we don't know what's going on their communication channels right now, whether it be Skype or TeamSpeak or something, you know? You never know.
Yeah, I mean, based on AE, I would say it's very loose and just like, yeah, well, we won. Like, uh, AE probably said before they even started, like, well, we won the match, guys. So
I
what are you
mean,
guys gonna do afterwards? But
yeah. I mean,
I
they're
think,
calling for a replay in the chat now just for fun.
yeah, they want to play the first map again. They're so happy with it.
Oh yeah, the first map was so good in their opinion, you know.
Yeah,
Especially
absolutely.
when the flag wasn't fictional. I was like, let's play this map, guys.
It was a shame that they had to replay it, especially because the result in the end was quite one-sided. Like we got like the matches we stream usually end up being pretty exciting. Um,
Yeah,
Hopefully, there's still time for this one to be as
it's
well.
because of me.
Yeah, exactly.
Whenever I stream, matches are exciting.
Yeah, it's
It's
gotta be that.
because I'm a very boring person, you know.
Oh,
Yes,
so like like you get that back for being a boring
exactly. It's
person. You
it's
get
karma,
exciting
man. It's
matches.
karma.
Oh, that's cool. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Keep being boring.
Now you know where your good luck comes from, right?
Yeah. And we're going live again.
Yep. Finally, some IR player had some connection issues, so
Yeah, these
to
things
wait for
happen.
him for a little bit, but nothing too major, I think.
Once again, we see a lot of infantry on both teams. 3 infantry on each side.
Yeah, not as much as last Friday though.
See,
IR on the Swadian side with 3 cav, 3 imps, 2 archers, and AE Azan getting hit by an archer getting pretty low, but they have 3 imps, 3 cavs, and 2 archers as well, actually.
yeah, I mean, this is how you know it's not an open map, because there's only 2 cavalry players. Oh, well,
Yeah,
AE has 3.
pretty much.
Okay, there's 3 on each side. Still
Didn't
though,
you pay attention when I introduced the teams? Ah, come on.
I was thinking. I was trying to
Yeah,
count.
no, I don't think you were thinking at all there, because if
I
you
was
looked, you could
learning
have
to
pretty
count, okay.
clearly seen there's 3 cav
The
on both
flag has
sides.
already spawned in spawn of in AE. They're gonna have the advantage here, just being able to sit on the flag. They also can set up easily positions here.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
little gate here in the
it looked
back.
like Mitchell wanted to dismount on the flag and raise it a little bit already, but
Change his
he
mind.
cancelled that idea, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Oh, I like this, like AE, like Peter's going around all the way to the church on top of the hill there. Maybe he wants to do a wraparound move once IR draw in a little bit closer, so he can
There's a
like pick
chance,
off
yeah.
an important target.
I mean,
Because if you look at where
maybe.
he is, like IR can't see him right now.
Yeah. Nobody is going. Like they're not really looking that one direction either.
Yeah, Mitchell's just scouting the IR squad. IR are gonna go all the way around this
Oh,
little
here
building
comes
here,
Peter.
looks like. There comes Peter, let's see if he can get anything done.
Oh,
Yes, he can.
he
There goes
can.
Attila. Attila goes
That's
for the shot again. Like, that's the risk of
he's a
taking
little
that
bit
shot.
he's a little bit aggressive when it comes to his shots. Like if you just scroll down quickly, try to get his shield
And
down.
Hopkin also getting taken down early. And
Scar taking
Oliveira.
on a little bit around as well. I mean, it's very
I
one-sided
mean, by this
right
side,
now.
if you look where the IR players are right now, the remainder of them, they're pretty
Scar,
split up.
Scar
But
and Bloody Death both going down on a 2 infantry down. Right
yeah.
now, IR can control the flag. If they
AE
can
actually
actually
lost the
control it.
infantry fight there. I didn't expect that to go so quickly all of a sudden.
But look on LS position here in the back. He
Yeah.
can just, he's like, nobody will touch him there. Tommy as well is in a pretty good position. Only drags and Super Lily left. Mitchell taking
Yeah, and
on
everything's
drags.
falling apart for IR again.
Yeah. I just, like, that was a very cute attack by Peter. Just because of the course as well, he didn't really lose his
worked,
speed.
right? They even saw him in time. Like, Attila saw him way before he got couched. And he
He's
still
not
went for the
way
shot.
before, but I mean, he did have a warning. Like, he knew
I
what
mean,
was about to happen. So
He
like,
had more than enough time to switch to his shield though. Like, that's for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
He had shot to make a time and tried to switch to his sword and shield. Like,
Yeah, I
If
mean,
he had
if you
just
do,
immediately switched to a sword and shield, nothing would have happened to him at least. His shield might have died. But...
I'm guessing you just try to get Peter's horse, because a headshot from a courser and that horse goes down. But
yeah, but if you miss it, then that happens.
yeah, if you miss it, then you're dead. So.
But then again,
Very risky play.
there were like even if Peter hadn't gotten that kill, I think even if he died there, like all the other kills that the AE players were able to like rack up on all the sides of the fight was just pretty. Like it escalated so quickly. Like IR had a small win there in the infantry fight, with one cav dropping by and then Scar and Bloody Death I think went down.
Yeah, they did go down
But that
in the
was
end there,
it.
but that was a massive more advantage for IR, and they ended up losing it anyway. So.
Yep.
And
Looks...
IR is just kind of just backing
yeah,
away
IR
from
is
them.
just letting AE run past. Oh, AE are like, no,
yeah.
if you're
well,
if you're
no,
not
we
gonna
want
go
to actually
us,
fight
we're gonna
you.
go into
Mitchell goes down. That's a big kill. Being a little bit too aggressive there, the AE. But Azan, Azan's still like, no,
that was
I want
bad
to be aggressive.
communication by IR. Like Azan just ran in there and.
He also has an old pike,
like I think Super Liddy and Oliveira could possibly get pushed here, but I don't think AE want to do that because then they run into a crossfire. But you know, they can still take the flag.
Yeah. Tommy is maybe in a bad position here, but like they just decided
he's getting backed up though.
Yeah, has his AE, his B friends with him now, so.
His B friends, yeah. And now they all shooting a teammate first, but
well,
he's trying to set up like on a cheeky side of the fight like he usually does. Like not in the most conventional position for an archer.
You always need to look elsewhere to find a.
Also, I'm getting dismounted on the flag, and Bloody Death also taking a pretty big hit.
I was on his low as
like
well.
IR is trying to move around. Oh, one cav is going for Tommy, but doesn't seem like Sebek's gonna be able to get anything done.
Nice kill there from Hopkin, that's very good. But again, Peter, like every time IR gets a kill, like AE just answers it. Like just alright, you kill him, I'll kill him. Fine.
At least IR gets the kills first now instead of AE, which is one thing. Oh, what's the kill?
Oh, that's not good
so
though.
bad at that position.
Watley goes down, Hopkin goes down, Super Lily goes down.
Well, I think before that team kill, they actually had a good chance at the fight on the flag.
Yeah, they did. They had like even numbers and
a triple kill for Peter to
double kill for Scar and triple from Peter. Just dominating them right now.
Yeah. Oh, it actually went pretty decent. Like Bloody Death went down, and then Hopkin came in and team killed. I don't know who he team killed, but he team killed someone, and then he got taken down himself afterwards, like right afterwards.
Yeah.
And that's like a 2-player swing in the player balance, and that's massive.
That's very big, yeah. I mean,
like, because I think IR was actually doing pretty good. Like, yeah, AE got kills back, but that was after they lost players themselves.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas if you looked on the last map, it was always AE getting the kills first, and then IR perhaps getting a kill back afterwards. You know.
Yeah, I mean Hopkin did really good there. He got very important kills. But
yeah,
in the end,
he also got the most important kill on the teammate.
Yeah.
Decided that fight at the flag.
That's the problem. I mean, it's still okay. Maybe. I mean, they already lost the match.
AE was actually moving out of the village there, but they're gonna get to the flag earlier, nonetheless. Looks like Nelly's moving up.
He's taking his position there. Oh!
Like, look at Nelly's position.
Yeah,
like, IR don't notice. He's gonna get a shot, maybe?
Then AE all goes to back him up.
Yeah?
Like, he didn't really miss. He hit the air.
He shot into the wall there.
Yeah.
Which was kind of unfortunate. Otherwise, that could have been like a massive hit to
Attila takes an early hit again. Like, I think Attila is tilting a little bit here.
Perhaps.
I think right now he's just like, alright, I'm as good as these guys.
Looks like the IR squad doesn't really know what to do there. Like, Blade and Attila in practically the same spot right now. It's gonna be a brawl here around the front of this house.
There's no place here for archers to set up.
Tommy getting taken down though. IR with the 2-player advantage.
Yeah, but look at Nellai's position. Like, just AE should lure it out a little bit more in the open, or they can just kill them all. That also works.
Back, though. Look at AE, they're just pushing.
Yeah.
Pushing.
Scar, they're doing very good work.
Attila
just
also
staying alive and pushing.
That's not what you want.
Yeah, it just goes down. I mean, it's 4 versus 3. it's still winnable. I mean, AE has quite low health, except Nella in the back, but 2 versus 4 now. And
I mean,
Hopkin the only one alive.
yeah. I mean, Hopkin did actually manage to get 2 kills that round, which
Yeah,
was
Hopkin is
which was good. But
he's doing pretty good, but he...
you know, I see Hopkin on top of the IR scoreboard every time, and then I look at the scores of the other players, and I hate to
it's a
say it, but
little
it's kind of
bit, yeah.
sad. Like,
It's a little
that's
bit
not really
of
what
a
you
shame.
want to see.
No. Hopkin
And he
did
loses
technically have a
that
quarter
1v1
kill.
in the end, but
Yeah.
you know, it was the last round all that said anyways, but
Normally-
9-0 for AE so far.
Normally you would try to save, but like, there's no point. It's the last round. You save
Yeah.
nothing. 9-0.
I mean, like, I think that's been the biggest difference between AE and IR tonight, right? Like, IR got a 2-player advantage, and AE just brought it back and pushed the advantage completely in their favor in just one throw, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, and whenever IR has gotten behind, like they got behind on the first map by they always got picked off before the fight really started, you know, and IR had never been able to really bring it back, you know.
I think there's also just a lot of indecisiveness for IR. Just
Yeah,
like they're
it
so
looked like
afraid of fighting.
exactly like IR looked very, like you said, indecisive there. They fought like around that house pretty much, but they never really gave either Attila or what was their other archer again? Like
Blade.
there were 2, I think it was Blade. Like
Yeah.
Blade and Attila, they both never really got a chance to shoot at all, you know?
Not only that, but like there's no place to fight there, and also you're fighting in a close quarter against
Yeah,
Nords with
pretty
Axis who
much.
just won
Yeah.
2 rounds in a row. Like they all had mail or like that's not a fight you want. You want to learn
Well,
in the open where your cavalry can do work.
I mean that's one thing, right? But when they actually pushed the AE imps in that corner, they ended up in a stalemate until AE just ran in there and killed everyone.
Yeah.
Like they just gave AE time to do whatever they wanted when they went for that push in the corner. They were
Yeah.
indecisive there as well.
I think that's just how a lot of people play against AE. They're so afraid of fighting them that they don't like AE can just do whatever they want. Like if we want this position, we're gonna take it just because you're afraid of fighting us.
Pretty much.
And that's how like
But like you gotta give it to AE as well though. They've been playing very
They've been playing
patient and
incredibly well.
coordinated. Like
Yeah.
they don't show any signs of like not knowing what to do with their 2 players down. You know, I think it was even 2 Cavs that went down in the beginning as well. They really only had, I think it was Peter to work with as a Cav.
I think also
So-
was still alive, didn't he?
At
least for a
yeah,
while.
yeah.
I saw him on
I
the
can't
flag for a
remember.
while.
I think 1 Cav died and 1 other
Yeah,
player,
Mitchell.
but I
Mitchell
didn't
died
catch
quite
that
early
kill.
on, but
Yeah.
but someone killed I think one of their archers in return. Like
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, it's not easy for them right now.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it, right? Like at least I felt a lot less pressure from the AE archers. Sure, they've gotten some pretty good shots, but overall, it's really been coordination between the imps and the Cavs for AE here so far that have done a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like that one round, now they just kill everyone, you know.
Yeah, Mella's been playing well. Like they've all been playing well. Like I can't say anyone on AE is kind of is not played well.
Everyone's doing their job, which is what
Yeah.
they want to achieve, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody's trying to do anything. Well, I mean, I say that, but Peter did just go for like a super risky move
Yeah,
on that last set.
That's true.
So maybe that's not entirely correct, but anyways, they're playing coordinated. That's for sure.
They most certainly are. Like I mean, IR isn't playing bad. I mean, they're playing very like
I mean, I
wrongfully
think
aggressive. Some of their players,
when they're fighting, they're actually fighting
Yeah.
like pretty valiantly. But the thing is just that the positions they get to fight in, and just the decisions overall on where to position everyone has been kind of poor for them, and that you just see how much of an impact that has. Because I think like the infantry fights, like actually when were like infantry fights without any archers or cavs interfering, IR has actually been winning most of them, I feel. you know. Whereas like as soon as the Cav or Archers came in, like IR just lost those fights every time.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's gonna be like IR can't win the match anymore, of course, but they would perhaps still like to, well, try and get those 3 rounds as Nords.
You don't want to lose 12-0 ever. Especially like
Yeah.
you're third, like you're playing against the like rank first team, but
Still though, like
still just don't. Yeah, we would if we could.
like people have better expectations for them. That's
Yeah,
pretty much what it is.
yeah,
And it's also kind of sad to see a team like that go down like this hard against AE.
yeah. That's
Because
true.
9-0 and pretty decisively too, for the most part, you know.
Yeah, I am pretty sure we're live, so let's get into
Yeah,
it.
we're
Last
live.
set.
Yeah, last set. We are actually gonna see 4 infantry on
Makes
the north
sense.
side.
Nord.
IR on the north side with 4 imps, 1 archer, 3 cav, which is, I think, identical to what we saw from PE last Friday.
Yeah.
And then on the Swadia side, we have a standard setup for AE with 4 cav, 2 imps, 2 archers.
Yeah. Why?
Or at least
Why
like a
try? Like,
standard open map setup. I don't know if it's standard for this map because I haven't seen enough of this map for that, but you know.
it's just 4-2 is always the thing. Like even if it's close map, you're 4 infantry.
Yeah,
Doing,
yeah,
but
pretty much.
on open
But
maps,
this could
4K.
just as well have been 4-2-2 with 4 imps, right? So
The blade tech is a hit on LaRue though, but just a leg shot. Like
yeah, just
this
a
a
leg
little bit
shot.
of a
It's
poke.
like a little bit of poke, yeah. Not too much.
AE, like if IR is smart here, they
It
just
spawns
wanna,
on IR though. Maybe they can capitalize on this flag position.
but they cannot move further out than this. Like if they move further out, then they lose their advantage here. They need to stay right here and let A push into them, but they might just walk past, which is exactly what they're gonna do. Just saying hello, and then they just walk past. They could have been a little bit
Yeah,
more
they just
aggressive
walk
there and
past,
just
like we don't want any of this, and
yeah.
rightfully so because they only have 2 infantries, right? They don't
Yeah,
want
and
to
also
just
this is
push
narrowest
into
of the
forums.
narrow areas on the map. Like
Yeah.
that's a terrible position to fight Nords.
But you already see LaRue backing off. Like you see IR is pushing. Oh, Drax is actually gonna try to go for LaRue there.
Oh,
But
Corey's
he's
taking
gonna
on
get
Blade
backed
early
up
on
by
here.
Mitchell and Corey.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like AE doesn't leave their own people. Like they're
Yeah,
the Marines,
but
so
the
they're all
AE
that
archers
community.
aren't shooting right now. They're being pushed into melee, which is one thing.
That's true, and IR takes the double kill there as well. LaRue
Yeah,
taking down
pretty
Boris.
even so far, and LaRue
Oh.
very low.
2 versus 2 here, drags and
Super
Oliver on
Lily
as well.
practically keeping LaRue and Nelly out of the fight, but what's
The
going on?
Deacon
Like,
and Cleric just winning their 2v2 there very well, and the rest of the team just mops up.
like there you saw it in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The entirety of IR, or well, almost the entirety of
Pretty
IR
much all of
got
them, yeah.
wiped
I mean,
out.
I was watching one fight, and meanwhile, 6 more people died.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's how quickly those kind of things go.
Yeah.
Like really. And it's happened multiple times this match for a like they
It's
just
happened like almost
ended
every
up
round.
like killing everyone in IR in like 5 seconds or something.
Nice
Not
cavalry
much
there by
more.
Mitchell, and just Mitchell finishing off there. It's important to kill everyone because you don't want Nord cavalry to build up. Just
Pretty
if,
much,
if they get
yes.
their mail leather
I mean,
armor,
I don't know
it's
how
not
much
good.
AE care right now though.
They
Like,
won
yeah, they're killing
very
everyone,
convincingly. Yeah.
but probably just to make the round end quicker. That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, you just don't let anyone survive. Leave no
Yeah.
witnesses. Oh crap, we're streaming.
Yep. We sure are.
No, so yeah, we're back. I don't know what IR can do right now to kind of just win. They just need to fight
Well, I
better.
mean,
I
like-
think they're just being outright outskilled in this fight.
They're playing to keep their pride up, you know.
Yeah.
Like playing for their pride, pretty much. Blade sitting on a bench, pretty much shooting.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta give it to AE. Like they're not playing stupidly, so to say. Like yeah, we won the match, but they're not disrespecting the enemy or
I think
anything. They're
AE
still.
is playing incredibly coordinated at least.
Yeah, they are. Most certainly are.
Like much more so than IR.
I mean, just the fact that they're
Or
not
well,
just
I mean,
pushing
like
into them and fighting them.
IR is playing as a team, but I think that might also be the reason they get like killed in like 5 seconds every time.
I mean, IR is playing as a good team. Like AE is playing like a better team, basically.
Yeah, looks like
It's
IR
pretty
wants
much
to
that
be
simple.
aggressive. They don't care anymore. They're
This
just
is
gonna
good.
push in. Oh, Clark
This
Johnson
this
getting
could
bumped
work
out.
out for him real well. Azan going in the back though, Mitchell as well.
Yeah.
Kill goes to Cleric.
Now IR is kind of split up on this wall.
Oh, Azan taking on Watley in the back.
Very clutch fight here.
Yeah.
Everything's going on at the same
Everything
time.
it's difficult to say like who's really winning this.
It's pretty
They're just
even
trading
so
kills.
far. Either team could win this, to be honest.
Yeah, Nelly is very low, just get kick slasher by Blade. And this might be
Still
IR's
completely
round.
even.
Yeah.
Completely even.
Oh, Deacon with a hit there as well. He's very low. Hopkin
like
taking.
IR
Oh,
might actually
the
be winning
javelins. The javelins is winning this for IR. LaRue the only one alive. He's fighting 4 people.
I mean,
I don't think he's gonna survive it personally, but
he could kill 3 of the IR players in 1 hit, but it's not gonna happen.
Super Lily eating a hit in the shoulder there, but like, whatever. Still takes him down.
I mean, the clutch fight working out for IR, but you can kind of see like there the coordination for both teams was completely gone, and then it comes down to like personal decisions and skill and everything, you know. Whereas up till now, every round of the match has been like a coordinated push by or defense by either team, with one team and in every case so far actually, AE coming out on top, you know.
Yeah.
And you saw there it was just like a complete mess of a fight there at the wall. Like no, everyone was trying to help each other to some degree, of course, but
Yeah.
there wasn't really any kind of coordination there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just the aggression worked out well for Irish Rebels. Like they're Nords, you need to play aggressive.
I mean,
Nord.
they want to kind of create these kind of clutch situations where they can make their like individual skill come to fruition. You know, where they can where they can pull apart this whole coordinated kind of team play that AE is showing.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's what's needed in order to have a chance to win against AE.
Yeah, exactly. I think so far, I mean, I think the best way to win a round against AE is to just surprise them. But you're not gonna win a match like that. Like you're not gonna surprise them every single round.
AE is like, we're gonna push into you now. Like Clark Johnson is just alone versus 4 people there.
Azan takes an early hit and just goes down as well. Blade, a nice shot from him there.
Yeah.
Cleric as well, taking a big hit.
Actually hiding on the side there. He's
Oliver
run for Archer, but he loses his shield.
Yeah, but he's
he
fighting there. Like this is very good from IR. Just using their javelins here.
Yeah.
Cleric as well was very out of position, just very aggressive. LaRue does shoot down Oliver on, but they have the numbers right now.
I mean,
this is the time when you charge. Like just charge them and you can just fight them. You have the numbers here. Deacon is just gonna make a run for the flag.
I mean, I think IR are kind of like considering the positions that the AE Archers could take though.
Nikki taking on Nelly there as well in the open.
Nelly getting taken down, exactly.
Mitchell, like, they need to kill these people very quickly, because right now, Deacon is just running to the flag.
Yeah.
He's on the flag right now, like, just... Hopkins takes a hit from a teammate, but...
I mean, to be entirely honest though, it didn't look like AE was necessarily playing very seriously that round, because that was very impatient, very unlike them
to
compared
push in
to
there,
the rest of the match.
They pushed in a little bit of a bottleneck position.
Yeah.
Deacon does take down Hopkins, just a little bit of a mercy kill there, but Watley takes him down with trying to shield stun him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pulling it back a little bit, like their honor has been restored.
Their honor has been restored with 2 rounds.
Against AE. I mean, that's not bad.
Alright, I'm not gonna argue about this with you.
I'm trying to be positive.
I know you are. No worries. I'll not make a dispute out of this.
That's nice of you. LaRue once again just getting up here on the balcony, trying to get an early kill. He's gotten some good shots from this position.
I mean,
no kills,
are definitely feeling more comfortable on Nords, but I think the main reason why they won these 2 rounds is because it feels like they said like, screw it, we're just gonna like play like we don't care pretty much, because
LaRue is just,
you know,
perfect reaction time there from LaRue, shielding from that arrow. Like that was like
Oh, the blade
millisecond.
take a shot at him?
Yeah, like millisecond later there, and he would have gotten hit. But very good reflexes from him.
Oh.
AE is also taking a little more defensive strategies right now. Like they're not pushing all the way up to the side.
I mean, AE would normally move as a group, but look at it now. It's just moving
Yeah.
around one by one, you know.
They're afraid of the IR push right now, which is good. That's what they should be.
Well, I mean, they only have 2 infantries. It would be kind of
That's-
stupid to push
yeah.
into 4 infantries with that, if you don't have proper crossfire or anything set up. But IR like, well, screw it, we're just gonna push into you then.
This is a good time for them to push
This is
as
a good
well.
timing for IR. They need to like get kills right now though.
They definitely do, yeah.
Like, they need to get them right now. They can't
Peter
afford
there with the
to
first kill
split
taking
up
down
and
super
let the
Lily.
AE cap do work.
Which is exactly what they're doing right now. Hopkins
Yeah,
with a nice
look
stab
at
on the
LaRue's
cleric.
position. LaRue can shoot at everyone from there.
Where is he? I can't even find. Oh, there he is.
Looking at
Yeah,
the cap.
I see him now. I found him.
Oh,
It's like
good job.
playing Where's Waldo. Meanwhile, Mitchell and like everyone's just kind of dying. It's so far pretty even though.
It's very clutch.
Azan losing his. Oh, Blade with a nice shot there as well. Azan. Just 3 versus 3.
Yep.
Oh, but this is a difficult position to attack. Boris is gonna have to do some work here.
I mean,
LeBron
at,
as well,
at least
says
the
well.
IR players are still pretty healthy, but they need to get on the flag or something.
Yeah. They also there's
Like,
2 cavalry.
it's
against
likely
them.
that AE can just dismount, or they can move LaRue to the flag and just raise it and then win by that.
To be honest, right now, LaRue should just like run somewhere on the side and then shoot. Because like they're not gonna be able to block from both directions. And Peter with a nice hit on Boris. Does Boris not have a spear?
It doesn't look like it. He just had to make do with his
Definitely not
jabs.
good. Yeah.
And that bodes the end for IR
Yeah.
in that round.
I'm guessing Peter just said, "Oh, he doesn't have a spear." Like that means he's dead on an open map. Not much you can do against that.
Well, I mean, you practically said it was not really an open map though.
Yeah.
But that flag
true.
definitely is in a
But-
very open area.
You just want a spear on every though.
True. I guess he didn't care. I mean, I really feel like AE is kinda done with this match though, because they haven't really been playing very coordinated. And they still ended up winning that round actually. Like, I think AE actually got called out
Yeah.
out of position at the beginning of the fight there.
Yeah, they were for sure. I mean, in the beginning it looked very good for IR, but in the end the cavalry just kind of won them up.
Yeah. Well, let's see, flag's gonna spawn in a couple of seconds. I like how IR is all like looking in the same direction, the infantries. And, like, we're turning our backs towards AE. We're not gonna care about this match.
This is the best flag AE could have hoped for right now. This is a good one. But LaRue does take a hit.
I mean, this is where IR had that clutch round at the beginning of the set though, right? At that wall there.
Yeah.
Let's see if they're gonna try to replicate that.
It's not
gonna
looking...
be clutch again, I feel.
Yeah,
I want it to be a clutch fight again.
Boris does like double kill early on from
Double
him.
kill by Boris, he's just
Boris with a triple kill, just cutting them down.
killing the whole AE squad, man.
Oh, he's so looking for a quadra, but he can't find it. Like LaRue is too far away.
I don't
That
even
was
know
just
what happened there.
no, like
That was
Boris.
a massacre.
Boris just cut everyone down. That's what happened there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not the only thing that happened though. He cut 3 people down, but the rest of AE died in those same couple of seconds though.
Yeah, that was pretty just.
I don't even know what that was about, man.
I mean, he killed 3 people. There was 2 cav left alive in the end.
10,
So
9,
Yeah.
8.
I mean, that's kind of what I would have liked to see, like throughout the whole match, you know, those those kind of rounds, like complete
Yeah.
insanity.
0.
I mean, this is how IR should have fought from the beginning. But I mean,
Well, I mean, like I've said a couple of times though, I think it also had to do with a change in, like a clear change in attitude from AE, because they didn't play nearly as coordinated
yeah, their coordination
as they did.
kinda just.
Redman,
Hello.
Hello.
So,
good evening.
congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, how do you feel about that match? Kinda expected, or well, kinda stay
Feel
calm
real bad,
throughout the
man.
match?
I feel good, man. We had a nightmare week this week.
Yeah.
Just
Our
delete
trainings
Multiple
weren't-
Instagram.
matches, perhaps?
Huh?
Yeah, our trainings weren't going that well, but you know, we came in clutch. We came in when it meant when it had to be done. We got the job done.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
you can't argue with that here.
Yeah.
11-3 against the third team. That's not
I
bad
mean,
at all.
did you kind of expect it to go that way, or
No.
was it kind of a surprise that they
I
played
had
like this?
100% confidence in my my boys to pull out a victory here today. So yeah, I did.
I didn't, dude. I've been playing Archer on every
Oh,
scrim
what?
we ever had. Yeah, dude, that's how sour it was.
Oh,
I
Just losing
currently
everywhere.
I currently have the main spot role of coach on the team. So I'm basically like, you know, overviewing maps and stuff like that, giving strats out, and you know, helping the team.
Swears a
So
lot and sings.
yeah, so we had a game plan coming in this match, and you know, we used it to our full ability, and you know, we came out with the W.
See what happens, like.
And do you
Jake,
think you pulled off this win purely based on your efforts, or do you also think that IR might not have performed as well as they would have otherwise?
I don't know, dude. This is their map. IR made this map. I think.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
But then
I
you
got
can't
you,
even
yeah.
say that because we lost on maps that Azam made, so fuck that. But
Oh yeah, that's
I-
true.
I definitely thought they'd do better, or that we do worse.
Yeah,
one you like?
like, do you guys like these maps, by the way?
No,
No, and like a lot of people don't really like them.
no.
I mean, stuff like the flag bug on the first map, for example. That's just weird.
Yeah, the Kyrgyz settlement one.
Yeah,
That's a nightmare map. That is.
it's,
don't wanna play that.
It's just too open. Like,
Yeah,
ugh.
definitely.
Open maps aren't fun.
Well, I don't know. It's new as well, and if it, or it's not even like newly made. It's like it's been around, but recently started playing it, and I think that's one of the reasons that people don't like it a lot.
Yeah. it's
I don't know
new.
if the map is inherently bad, but definitely not fun to play.
Yeah, that's usually kind of when new maps come into competitive play. You know, people generally don't like them,
Yeah, no, change is bad.
Yeah.
and then after a while, it kind of gets to know which maps are kind of usable and which are not.
Yeah.
So if you had to pick like an MVP, if any at all, for this match, who would it be?
Shit, dude. I know Corey played really good for the whole thing. I think.
He played
Right.
very
Fine.
stable. Like he didn't have any like amazing plays, but he just played
Yeah,
really
yeah,
well
I
the
think
entire
getting
I
time.
think
kills.
most of your players play pretty stable though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know,
just
who would
came
you
down
pick?
to. I think it just came down as a team effort. I don't know if you could pick anyone individually, but I just think we really worked well as a team today. So yeah.
Sure, I'm accepting team effort as an MVP as well, so no
That's
worries
great.
about that.
The whole team is the
Yep.
MVP. That's just fantastic.
Yeah.
We're basically like one unit anyway.
Yeah.
I think.
Just one
Magic
Yep.
unit.
Yeah, we are deprived of emotions and
The pride of
Thoughts.
emotions.
we can't think for ourselves.
No, that's
Basically.
good. That's why your team plays so good too.
It's a hive mind, I like to call it.
Yeah.
So many quotes to use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna remember those. Don't
Oh,
worry.
yeah.
For upcoming interviews, you know.
Yes, we
Thank
remember
you.
everything. That's our thing.
Good.
All right. So were there any questions you still had, Greed?
Not really. I mean, you're in the top 8 now for sure, obviously.
Well, I mean, they already were, right? So.
Yeah. Are
That's
you
nothing
gonna play more, or will you just keep up this level?
Like,
What do you mean play more?
Like, do you
Like
expect
just more
to-
matches.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think-
we've done a shit ton this week.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna keep playing. You know, we got to keep up to our standard, and you know, the sky's the limit for this team here. So we're just gonna keep keep going and strive for the best, and see what happens in the future.
All right.
All right.
You have any
Are there
shoutouts?
any shoutouts? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wanna. No, wait. Yeah, I want to shout out to Bunga and Big Ego from the Beano comics as kind of our spiritual leaders today.
Aw.
And I think that's gonna keep up. Bunga from the Lion King, if you know what that is.
Sounds good.
Sure, I remember that. Gotta put something up on the forums about that. It's gonna become a meme, you know.
Oh,
That looks sick. I
no.
love
Sp-
memes.
spiritual leader for the whole community. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a thing.
Oh god.
And, I also want to shout out to Raiden and Slade.
All
It's my
right,
two buddies, good buddies of mine. That.
we're gonna make sure to let them know about that one.
Yeah.
If
no,
they're
they
not
already
watching the
know.
stream already, of course.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
Well, thanks for having
Udal.
you guys, and congratulations on
You
your
didn't
win.
give Udal a chance to do his shout-outs.
Oh.
You know, I
This
just
is why
gotta
I'm the host.
just gonna shout out to the whole team. Just an IR. Thanks for the good match. It was a good one, and yeah, just thanks for the stream, I guess.
You're very welcome, apparently.
Yeah.
Have a good night, guys, and congratulations once again.
Yeah, thanks for streaming it, boys.
Yeah, thanks for the stream.
It's
See you later.
nice. Good
No
effort.
problems.
Hey, swag.
Later, boys. Good night.
Good night. Alright, so that was a very convincing match.
I mean, it definitely was a convincing match. Also, was it very convincing win by AE, if that's what you meant.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I meant. So I'll cut the recording here probably, and just say we're gonna look to do a stream on Wednesday about just like going over the teams who's in top 8.
Yeah,
Once all the
look
math
at what
has
they're
been